Hey everybody, and welcome to the Funnel Scripts training. Today we are going to be talking and learning about the Facebook Newsfeed ad script. And in this presentation, we're going to cover your quick Facebook ads clinic. So I'm going to go over some basics about running Facebook ads to make sure everybody's on the same page. 3 types of traffic that you can target with ads. 3 parts of any Facebook newsfeed ad. Using the Facebook newsfeed ad script. Lots of examples. Your questions answered. Then we have a quick survey. And of course, much, much more. So if you guys remember, we did the survey a month or so ago, or actually over a month ago. And the big winner that everybody wanted us to make next when we were creating funnel scripts was a script to do Facebook ads. So that's exactly what we have done. So before we get into the actual script, though, we want to do a quick Facebook ads clinic, so that everybody, again, is on the same page. So this is probably me falling asleep in class like I used to in school. So basically, if you're at all familiar with Facebook, you know that this is what your Facebook newsfeed looks like. And you have ads that appear in the newsfeed. On the left, they look like stories that your friends are posted. And then you have ads appearing in the sidebar. The script that we're doing here today is only about creating ads for the newsfeed. If you guys decide that you want us to make a script to do ads in the sidebar, let me know. It was just too hard. It was just not possible to do both in one script, as you'll see. So the thing to understand is that there is a 3-part structure to a Facebook newsfeed ad. And the interesting thing is that it's a little counterintuitive to the way that you would think of an ad that you might run on your blog or an ad that you might run in Google AdWords network or anything like that, in that the headline and what they call the headline is actually underneath the picture. And so the headline is what's used to grab people's attention, but it's positioned underneath the picture that's in your newsfeed ad. Then you have what Facebook refers to as the post text. This is the ad copy that, let's just say, masquerades as what somebody would type in if they were doing a regular post. Somebody would type that in. And then you have the description, which is actually the newsfeed description, again, which is going to give you, it's going to give them more information. But the gist of how this ad is structured is you've got the headline, you've got the post text, which is above the picture, you've got the picture itself, which is very important, but I can't make you a script to make pictures. And then you have the description itself. Now, I know that some people are going to ask, okay, where can I find pictures? And though we don't have again, the script doesn't find pictures for you, I have some places that I can share with you where I actually go to find pictures. And we will put links to these with the replay of this training. Okay, so don't freak out when I go through these quickly. The places to find pictures, basically, Facebook itself has pictures. So when you go to put your ad in, Facebook will allow you to choose pictures that they have that they know are royalty free that you can use in your ads. There's a site called Fotolia, which is paid. You get paid pictures there. You have to pay for them. Flickr, which is a site where people upload pictures, and some of them are free to use, some of them you have to pay, some of them are free, except if you want to use them for a commercial purpose. So it gets to be kind of a pain in the butt to actually read all of the various licenses that go with each picture. My favorite is a site called Pixabay. And the reason I like Pixabay, I'll show it to you real quick. The reason I like Pixabay is because all the stuff on here is free and you can use it any way you want and you don't have to give attribution. So, let's say I do a search for a police car or something like that. All these pictures could be used in an ad and you can download them and they're available for you to be able to use, and you don't have to worry about, again, checking the licenses. So Pixabay by far is my favorite one. Does it have all the pictures in the world? No, but you can feel pretty good about the fact that you can use those pictures. Another one is Pexels, P-E-X-E-L-S, and that's also free as well. Again, we're not giving you the pictures. The script doesn't create pictures for you, but I just want to warn you, you got to make sure that you have the rights to use any picture that you're using in your ads. Nothing would suck more than using a picture and getting a great response to the ad, and then all of a sudden having somebody tell you, hey, you violated my rights and you used my picture. At best, your ad gets pulled down. At worst, somebody can send you a bill for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for using the picture, or even worse than that. So I just want to point that out, and I want to just encourage you, when you're doing Facebook newsfeed ads, make sure you have the rights to use the picture. Now, I want to share with you an idea to change your advertising life forever. This is something that most people, this is an idea that the vast majority of people have actually never been exposed to. And this is one of the reasons why their Facebook ads suck, because they're not showing the right ads to the right people. There's a guy, his name was Eugene Schwartz, and he is considered one of the biggest geniuses ever when it comes to advertising and sales copy. And I'm going to share with you a paragraph quote that he wrote in one of his books, that if you understand this and you apply this, is really going to make a huge difference in your ability to advertise, not only in Facebook, but on other sites as well. If your prospect is aware of your product and realizes it can satisfy his desire, your headline starts with your product. If he is not aware of your product, but only of the desire itself, your headline starts with the desire. If he is not yet aware of what he really seeks, but is concerned only with the general problem, then your headline starts with that problem and crystallizes it into a specific need. So what that means is that if the target audience you're going after, and Facebook ads are all about targeting your audience, if the target audience you're going after already is aware of your product, then your headline needs to be about the product and what it can do for them. If they're not aware of your product, but they know what they are looking for, then your headline starts with the desire. And if your prospect, if your target audience doesn't even know the desire or what they want, but they do know that they have a problem, then your headline starts with the problem. Now, what this translates into are your three types of target audience. And your three types of target audience are basically cold, warm, and hot. A hot prospect is aware of your product or your service or your coaching or whatever it is that you're selling. A warm prospect is aware of the desire and they're looking for the solution. And a cold prospect is only aware of the problem. So you need to understand the difference, especially when you start running ads. And the way to think of that is that a hot ad, you're going to focus on what you're selling and how it can help the target audience in order to get them to click. And by the way, that's the whole purpose of a Facebook ad, of any ad really. Online, the only purpose of an online ad is to get somebody to click. It's not to get them to buy, it's to get them to click over to wherever you want to show them or share with them. With warm ads, you want to focus on the desire the target audience already has and get them to click over to your site. And with cold ads, you want to focus on the problem or the pain they have and that cold ad uses that to get them to click over to your site. Now that you understand the difference between hot, warm, and cold ads, what I want to do is show you using the new Facebook Newsfeed ad script. Now, it basically has 3 steps. You fill out the form, you identify the type of traffic that you're going after, and then you're going to assemble the ad parts from each appropriate section into an ad. And the 3 parts, and then you're basically going to copy and paste it into Facebook. So the 3 parts that the script makes for you, it makes your headline, and this is where it gets kind of confusing when you're in Facebook. They ask for the headline first, but yet the headline appears below the picture. It's kind of counterintuitive. And you can do up to 90 characters. The post text, you again can do up to 90 characters is what's going to be visible. You can do more, but it's not going to be visible unless they click the see more. And then the description is the text that appears underneath the headline. So let's do some quick examples, and I think this will make a ton of sense for you. So the first example we're going to do is an info product, and it's going to be Selling Your Home Alone, which is actually a book that I've been selling since 1997. And let's say that our audience is warm. We're targeting for sale by owners on Facebook. And so they know they want to be able to sell their house without an agent. So let's go look at the script now. So here we are at the Facebook Newsfeed ad scripts, and this one doesn't actually require you to enter in that many variables to get the cool result. So the first thing you want to put in is your main keyword phrase. In this case, and we've got several examples here, for sale by owner is our main keyword phrase. Who's our target audience? Is a home seller, and we're going to do singular. The name or title of the thing that we want them to buy, try, or download. In this case, it's the title of the info product. So Selling Your Home Alone. In 1 to 2 words, what is this thing that holds the solution that they want? So what is the thing that you just gave them the name or title of? In this case, it's a guide. I could put ebook, I could put book, I could put whatever. How would you describe the thing from the previous question in a way that arouses curiosity? So in this case, this is a proven guide. Could be under the radar, could be little known, could be free, proven, black hole, off the record. You're looking for something to get them excited, get curiosity going. What's the number one big payoff or gain that your audience wants from what you offer? So in this case, what's the number one thing that they want? And it's a verb. So a great verb to start with when you're talking about a payoff is get. What's this going to get you? In this case, get your home sold. That's what they want. And if we wave our magic wand, when do they get this big payoff? When do they get their home sold? In this case, it's going to be quickly. It's not going to be instantly. What time frame do they get the big payoff? So in this case, it can be as fast as a single weekend. And what's the number one big obstacle, barrier, negative circumstance, pain they want to avoid? Again, it's a verb, and it completes the phrase without blank. So somebody, let's just think about this. Our home seller wants to sell their house in a single weekend without what? Without paying a real estate broker's crazy commissions. So now we click submit, and the magic happens. So let me open up my text editor so that we can do this. So now remember, in the example, we said that this is warm. We're going to be targeting for sale by owners, which means they know they want to sell without an agent, but they're not aware of our solution yet. So we want to write some warm ads. So again, we've got the reminder of which part's going to go which when you're over in Facebook. And then the instructions will be here every time. So define your traffic temperature. In this case, it's going to be warm. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to make our ads. So we choose a headline, we choose a post text, and we choose a description. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down. There are 3 sections with 3 parts. So we have the hot section that's got all your headlines, your post text, and your description, but we want the warm section. All right, so now we're going to make an ad. And we need a headline, we need a post text, and we need the other part. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose a headline. So here's great news if you want to get your home sold. That's a good one. Here's a quick way to get your home sold. Here's the secret to get your home sold. Here's the secret to get your home sold without paying a real estate broker's crazy commission. I'm going to just grab this one. And the cool thing is that there are actually tools out there where you could load in multiples of these. So you could load in 3 headlines, 3 body text, 3 calls to action, all that stuff, and then it will automatically test all the variations. That's not what this does, but this, you could use the output here to very easily use one of those tools. So we're going to copy that. And so we got our headline. Now let's grab the post text. All right. So let's see. Here's a brand new guide that reveals X ways anybody can get your home sold. This guide reveals the exact steps to get your home sold in a single weekend. I like that. That grabs my attention. So we put that there. And next we just need a description. All right. Let's see. I like this must-have for sale by owner guide. That jumps out at me. Click here to see this must-have for sale by owner guide that helps you get your home sold. Free proven guide. Click here. I like this too. I'll show you how to get your home sold. See, I mean, so let's grab this one. There we go. Boom. Now look at that. We've got everything we need now to go over and paste in and create our ad over in Facebook. So that's one. That's the one. Now that was for a for sale by owner guide, and that's actually for a for an info product. So I wanted to show you that this works for doing an info product. There's also some short headlines and stuff at the bottom if you need those. So that's showing it working with an info product. Let's look at the next one. So let's say you wanted to sell a physical product, because I know a lot of people are doing FBA and other people are selling physical stuff off of their websites. So let's say we were doing a physical product, a Kodak XLR 75 digital camera, which is totally made up. But by the time you read these ads, you're going to want one. So again, let's say the traffic type on this is warm. So we know we're going to target photographers who know they want to take better pictures. Now, whether we're targeting pro photographers or we're targeting people, that's really going to be up to you. But I think warm would be a hobby photographer, because there's probably a heck of a lot more people who are hobby photographers or people who might respond to, hey, make money with your digital camera in your spare time type thing than there are actually professional photographers. So me, I'd go after people that wanted to take better pictures. So let's take a look at this one. So in this example, our main keyword phrase is digital photography. Our target audience is a part-time photographer. What's the name or title of the thing that we want them to get to buy or try? Is a Kodak XLR 75 digital camera. In 1 or 2 words, what is this thing? It's a digital camera. How would you describe it? It's brand new. What's the number one big payoff or gain that the audience wants from what you offer? Again, starts with a verb. And in this case, just take amazing pictures. And you wave your magic wand. When do they get the payoff? It's instantly, because it's an instant camera. It's a digital camera. You see instantly what your results are. So in what time frame do they get the big payoff? So I put 15 minutes. That would be to learn how to do it or how to figure out how to use the camera. Maybe it's less than 30 minutes. Maybe it's still instantly. You can monkey around with it all you want and go in and change it and come back and change it and tweak it. And what's a big obstacle or barrier or negative circumstance they want to avoid? So without, and in this case I put without feeling like you have to be a professional photographer to take great pictures. So that's the big obstacle that they want to overcome. So we click the button and we come down here, and remember we said this was going to be warm traffic as well. And if we have time, well, we'll see. Sorry, I coughed and went right past it. All right, so let's go down here. Here's the secret to taking amazing pictures. I like that one. Who else wants to take amazing pictures? The lazy part-time photographer's way to take amazing pictures. Discover the digital photography secret. The wrong way and the right way. Let's see. Take amazing pictures quickly and easily. I like that one. Here's a quick way to take amazing pictures. Take amazing pictures in 15 minutes. Quick, easiest way. See how easily you can take amazing pictures. I like that because, I don't know, C just kind of jumps out at me because it's visual. So there's our headline for that ad. So now we need some post text. So let's see. Discover a digital camera, gives you the exact, gives you the secret. Watch this free video. Here we go. The secret to automatically take amazing pictures. I like that. And I would probably change that to, here's the secret. All right, and the last thing we need is a description. And in this case, since they're not buying it from the ad, we probably would want to use something that was encouraging them just to go get more information. Let's see. Let's see. Let's modify this one. All right, so I'll show you how to take amazing pictures in 15 minutes without feeling like you have to be a professional photographer to do it. And that's a little long, but that's okay. It'll wrap. And you can edit it down if you want to, but let's see if there's one that's a little shorter. If you had specs for the thing, you could say, download this cheat sheet now that shows you how to take amazing pictures. Watch this video to learn how we automatically take amazing pictures. So if you were taking them to a video about the camera, watch this video to learn how we automatically take amazing pictures with this. And they'll want to click to see this, whatever it is. All right, so let's look at the next one. So that was a physical camera. Next, let's say you wanted to advertise high-end coaching. So we'll call this the Speaker's Edge coaching. So let's say that somebody already had a retargeting pixel on their site. So they were going after people who had been to their site, who were already aware of their coaching. Maybe they're doing webinars and paid ads and other stuff. And now they wanted to run ads to people who were aware of what they had to offer, but had, for whatever reason, not signed up yet. So in this case, our main keyword phrase is public speaking. Our target audience is a public speaker. The name or title of the thing that we're trying to get them to buy, in this case, is the Speaker's Edge coaching. What is it? It's coaching. How would we describe that thing? It's breakthrough. What's the number one big payoff that they want is get more paid speaking gigs. How does the coaching help them do it? Automatically. What time frame do they get the payoff? Less than 30 days. And what's a big obstacle they want to avoid? Completes the phrase without begging for speaking gigs. So if you talk to anybody who does public speaking, they definitely do not want to beg for speaking gigs. So we click the button And one thing I do want to show you, I do want to tell you, is that all these down here, if you want them in a text file, you can click the save button and it will automatically download everything for you in a text file. I was just showing, it's easier for me just to show you on the screen, but you know, you can download this in a text file so that you could edit it in your text editor, and it's got it all divided up into hot, warm, and cold, and all 3 sections of each. So again, we said that this was going to be hot traffic. So let's look at this. The Speaker's Edge coaching, the coaching that gets result. You too can get more paid speaking gigs in less than 30 days with the Speaker's Edge coaching. I like that. I also like this one. Get more paid speaking gigs with the Speaker's Edge coaching. Let's grab that one. So that's our headline. And so now let's grab post text. I like this one. If you're a public speaker, I don't know why that's blank right there. I'll get that fixed. If you're a public speaker and you struggle with begging for speaking gigs and you need the Speaker's Edge coaching to get more paid speaking gigs, we'll take that out. If you're a public speaker and you struggle with begging for speaking gigs, then you need the Speaker's Edge coaching. Actually, like this better. Let's use one that's got the time frame in it. The Speaker's Edge coaching automatically helps you get more paid speaking gigs in less than 30 days. Now let's get the description. I like this one. I'll show you how to get more paid speaking gigs in less than 30 days. So it does, I mean, it's hitting the same theme over and over and over. It's the 30 days, it's the Speaker's Edge coaching. And so if you feel like it's too repetitive, you could change that. But, so maybe that would be better. Get more paid speaking gigs. The Speaker's Edge coaching automatically helps you get more paid speaking gigs in less than 30 days. I'll show you how to get more paid speaking gigs in less than 30 days with the Speaker's Edge coaching. Okay. Well, when you see it as an ad, it'll look good. I'll show you how to get more paid speaking gigs in less than 30 days. If you wanted it shorter, then I would shorten it to that. I like that. So, okay. So next one, supplement. Let's say we were selling something like Neurocell. Now, I do have a warning for you, and this is as much to cover my butt as yours. This example is for illustration purposes only. No medical claims or representations about creating ads with medical claims are being made here. Be very careful and observe all applicable laws when advertising anything of this sort. We had a bunch of people ask about, you know, can you have one that'll make stuff for supplements or things like that? And this is a hypothetical example that I'm sharing with you, and I'm cautioning you that if you advertise anything that anybody puts in their body, or if you advertise anything that affects people's finances, like you're giving investment advice, it affects their health, their weight, their vision, anything that is vital to them, you need to make sure that you are very careful with the claims that you are making, because that's the kind of stuff that can end up getting you sued. I am not an attorney, nor do I play one on the web or on TV, but I'm, as your friend, I am telling you that you need to be very careful if you ever do anything, even if you're doing it as an affiliate. You need to be careful when you're advertising stuff. So in this case, for this example, let's look at the ads for a cold market. So let's say they just know that they have pain, but they're not aware of the product and they're not even aware that there might actually be a solution, but they are aware that they have a problem. So let's look at this one. So our main keyword phrase is nerve pain. Our target audience is a diabetic. The name of the thing that we're selling is Neurocell. 1 to 2 words. What that thing is, it's a pain reliever. We could change this to pain relief supplement. How would you describe the thing? It's proven, or it could be little known, would be another way to do it. Number one big payoff that they want is get pain relief. When do they want it? Quickly. What time frame can they get it from what we're offering? About an hour. And what's a big obstacle that they want to avoid? They want to get that result without using dangerous drugs. So let's click submit. And then we said that this was cold traffic. So let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. And so cold traffic is problem-centered, excuse me. So headline, great news if you want to avoid using dangerous drugs for nerve pain. Here's a quick way to avoid using dangerous drugs for nerve pain. I mean, here's a quick way to avoid using dangerous drugs. Not good on this one. Stop using dangerous drugs for nerve pain. I like that. Quick relief for diabetics who are using dangerous drugs. How to get pain relief without using dangerous drugs. I don't know. See, this is one where I'd want to test a bunch of different stuff, but we'll just grab one. Stop using dangerous drugs for nerve pain. So now we just need a post text. We'll just grab this first one. If you need help with nerve pain but struggle with using dangerous drugs, this pain relief supplement automatically helps you fix that and get the pain relief you want. See it in action. Now, obviously, this is longer than the 90 characters, so right about here, it would have the ... So that's actually kind of cool because it would induce some curiosity, because they'd be like, if you need help with nerve pain but struggle with using dangerous drugs, this pain and then it's ... and they'll want to find out more about what it is. And then the description, I'll show you. I'll show you how to avoid using dangerous drugs for nerve pain. Discover the real reason what you're using for nerve pain right now is failing. I like that. Discover the real reason why what you're using for nerve pain right now is failing. And that would meet the 80 characters on the description. So what have we done? We've written 4 different ads. Are all of them runaway winners? I don't know. But we could sure test them super quick. And now, instead of spending days or weeks trying to write ads, we can write a whole bunch of different ads, create the first drafts, and then use those to test and then tweak and then test again and tweak and test again, as opposed to banging our heads against the wall. Plus, what it does, instead of just spitting out ads and saying use these, it also classifies them into the 3 different main categories of audiences that you're going to find on Facebook, and it makes it so that you can target them effectively. So now let's see what questions you guys have about this. So now I'm gonna, and tell me in there, what do you think? Do you like it? Is it neat? Can you see yourself using this? Audra says, love Pixabay and Pexels, both awesome sites. People like the quote from Schwartz. Bill says, can we go directly from Facebook ad to my ClickFunnels opt-in page, or do I have to go to an info page with the opt-in? No, you could just as easily make this, push the wrong button. You could just as easily make any of this about a free report. I mean, if I came over here to this for sale by owner one, and I changed this to free report, all of a sudden, if we're going after the warm stuff, this would basically, let's find one where it says a free report in it. Selling your home loan, the free report that gets results. So we just change it from something I'm selling to something I'm giving away for free. And then you could direct people from your ad directly to your opt-in page on ClickFunnels. So yeah, like let's see. This brand new free report reveals 7 ways every home seller can get your home sold. Bang, there you go. So that's warm traffic. So I will tell you that even if you're doing, you've identified hot, warm, or cold, it's worth looking at all of them because it might give you some other cool ideas. So just as an aside, this free report gives you the simplest way to get your home sold in a single weekend or less without paying a real estate broker's crazy commissions. That's damn cool right there. I like it. So this is called the Facebook Newsfeed ad scripts. Terry says, should we manually count to make sure we're within the 90 character limit? I'm using something called Note Tab Lite, which it only works on a PC. I don't think it works on a Mac, but this basically, Note Tab Lite, just do a search for Note Tab Lite. And this is the text editor that I've been using for years. And it tells you what your count is. If you look down here in the left, it tells you the line and then it tells you the character count. So, obviously this one's longer than 90, but you can also take it out here to where it would show like 90 as the cutoff, but I'm not overly concerned about the 90. What I'm looking for at the 90 for the title or for the post text is kind of, if it's going to cut off, where is it going to cut off? Is it going to be, is it going to be more like, is it going to induce curiosity and stuff? And I saw somebody in another one say, in the Power Editor, you can do more than 90 characters. You're absolutely right. The one that I did it for was the lowest common denominator, which was people going in and using the ads manager right in their Facebook account. And so also seeing where it would cut off and all that stuff. So I kind of had to make that decision. Larry says, we are in the DJ business. Any advice to use this to sell our services? Yeah, absolutely. When you are focusing on your target niche audience, that's the key. Are you doing bridal parties, birthday parties, bar mitzvahs? What is the thing that you are focusing in on? And this is who you should be focusing in on with these particular ads. Plus, if I was going to grab a picture, I'd grab a picture that looked like the person having the bar mitzvah, having the wedding, having the birthday party. That's how I would use that. How do I don't get the save restore form. Okay, here's how it works. While you are in the browser session, You can save the form. So let's say you go away for lunch or something like that. It'll still be here, and you can, and if you were to close the window, and I've got 4 of these open at once, it's not going to work. But if you truly want to save your work, you want to click the save button there and download the text file that has everything in it. All right, because you can come back and copy and paste this back in over here. These controls down here are really just for a specific browser session. If you close this and you close your browser and you restart your computer, probably when you come back in, if you were to open up this page and click the restore form, nothing's going to happen. So when you're done using this, make sure you click the save button here and you download it as a text file. Are you going to modify this module for AdWords? No. What about doing one of ours? I have a weird niche market and I'm always struggling with what to put in the blanks. You can tell me, what is your niche market, Ben? If you struggle with blank, when the blank is a negative, it sounds like they're struggling with getting something they don't want. No, it doesn't. So it's, if you're struggling with doing the thing that you want to get done, if you're struggling to get the thing done that you want to get done. All right. Let's see. Daniel was the one who said Power Editor should let you use more than 90 characters. Yes, absolutely. It's just how much is actually going to show up in the ad. People are liking it. Big time saver, will save me time. This will be very helpful. Love it. Then we just build it on Facebook. Yeah, you just copy and paste right over into Facebook. And this, when you go in and they ask you to create your ad, they're going to ask you for the headline, the text, and the description. Again, the Power Editor is going to look different. The Power Editor is something you can only access through Chrome, and it's complicated. And I just did this when you are creating ads. You log into your Facebook account, you go into Ad Manager, and you want to create something new. This is a massive help, Jim. Cool. I really like that the script is designed to separate the different traffic temperatures. Awesome. Hot, warm, cold. Dave says he'll be using this. Big help, Deborah says. Thanks, Jay. What tools can we use to split test 3 headlines, description, and post texts? There's one, I'll put the name in it. I'll put a link in the replay. I don't want to say it in the video because then it'll probably disappear tomorrow if I say it in the video, and we'll have to re-record. Eric, I can't recommend that one way or another. Somebody asked, how does Facebook enforce the text limits? It basically, that's just when you put your stuff in there on Facebook, and then it'll ask us what we want to do. Let's say we want to send people to our website. So we want to send people to, let's say, not that one. JimEdwardsMethod.com, and let's say I had something over there. So it's going to ask us to set the audience and budget. We'll just use a custom audience, people who bought my 7-day ebook. And I'm not going through this as well as I could. Daily budget, and then it says choose ad creative. This is where we're doing it. So we're going to do a single image or video in our ads. And so next thing is we're going to use an image, and let's see if we've got, we'll just use that one. I'm not doing this for real. I'm just throwing this up here. All right, where's it going to come from? We'll just say Jim Edwards. And so now this is the one we're designing it for, the desktop newsfeed ad. So what's our headline? Well, let's just grab one of these things that we did here. We'll just pretend it's the more speaking gigs thing. So it'll tell me headline, get more speaking gigs. All right. And if you keep typing in there, eventually it'll have too much in it and it'll tell you how much. All right. So it's telling me it's too long there. And if you scroll down, there's the headline. All right. All right. So get more paid speaking gigs. And then we're doing our post text next. So that appears above here. And then what you got to do is click on the show advanced options, and this is where the description goes in. And that shows up underneath here. So that's how those are the three main parts for the ad. Yes. Are there other ways to do it? Yep. Are there other tools? Yep. Are these the three main things you got to have to do a desktop newsfeed ad? Yep. If you're going to try and do desktop right column, is it going to cut stuff off? Yep. So it's, again, this is designed to do just one of these types, which is the desktop newsfeed ad. So that's, those are the three parts, and those are where they show up. And I ain't going to run that. So let's see. What would you use to create a landing page based on the Facebook ad? I'd make it in funnel scripts. I thought I heard that Facebook wanted more info clicks, not just opt-ins. Again, that's beyond this. That's beyond this. The scope of what we're teaching here. I do know that Russell has a bunch of training on traffic and generating traffic, and they have a whole thing on Facebook ads. So I would encourage you to check that out as well. A lot of you probably already have access to that. Jay says this will cut down so much time on designing my campaigns. Kevin says, I love this, creates great headlines that we can use in Facebook, then use on our landing page or blog, and then use in our offer. Absolutely, you can. Saul loves it, says pure gold. How could we use this for a local service like a plumber? Again, comes down to who is your target audience and what is their problem. So if it were me, what's your main keyword phrase? What about being a plumber? Is it septic service? Is it clogged toilets? Is it leaky faucets? Is it, what is it? You got to narrow down. There's lots of stuff that a plumber does. So you've got to focus in on all the different things that a plumber can do. Do you have any case studies yet with this? No, because you guys have seen this for precisely the last 30 minutes. So no. How would I do one to help people have breakthroughs with their wealth or money? Again, what's your keyword phrase? Who's your target audience? What's the thing you want them to buy or try or download? What is that thing? How would you describe it? What's the number one payoff they want? How fast do they get it? What time frame is it come in? And what's a big obstacle they want to avoid? It doesn't matter what you're selling. I've made this so it doesn't matter what you're selling. Do you usually recommend a different site campaign for cold, warm, or hot clients? Yeah, you would never want to send them all to the same site, the same page. Definitely not. Let's see. Sonia says, love the training. Hot dog vending, street food vending. Again, who's your audience? Someone that wants to be an entrepreneur who wants to open a advertising, I mean, a street food thing, a food truck, any of that stuff. A lot of people are asking about tools to recommend for automatic split testing. I'll see what I can get for you. I'm not going to mention it on the training. I'm not going to respond to that question again, just because I've already responded to it once. What are your thoughts on really long sales copy for description in the Power Editor? It's worth a test. That's all I can tell you. It's worth a test, and it's definitely one of those things that you would want to see once you got people responding to your ad, to see if you could get people to respond better by really loading them up, understanding that they have to click to get the other stuff. No, I'm not, Bill. I'm not related to him. Will the ads look different on iPads or cell phones? Yes, they will look different. Do you recommend using only the desktop newsfeed for Facebook ads? No, I don't recommend only using that. However, that's the one where I've seen people be able to get the best results the fastest. Joe says, do you want to fill out that bottom section more, or do you want to keep it short and sweet? I think pretty much when you're first starting this, you want to keep it short and sweet, and what you're trying to do is get people to click on your ad. And then once you've got an ad that people are clicking on, then you start monkeying around with it to see if you can get more people to click. Terry says you could use these to come up with Twitter content as well, right? Yep, absolutely. Any of these things that are under 144 characters, you could absolutely use over on Twitter. Absolutely. What would you use to promote a webinar or to promote webinars? If you want to do this to promote webinars, then what you're doing is you're promoting a webinar. So what is the thing? It's a webinar. Right here. I mean, if I wanted to use the example again for the for sale boner thing, instead of a free report, what am I doing? I'm doing a webinar. Bang. I change what I'm selling, click submit, and all of a sudden it's a webinar. If you were trying to sell a t-shirt, what would be an example for the problem? I have no idea. I mean, unless you were selling t-shirts that were raising money, the problem is little Jimmy needs an operation and he doesn't have it. And so I need you to pay this. So yeah, I have no idea I'll ask you, Gene, what problem does a t-shirt solve for somebody other than something to wear on your body? I don't know. You've got me stumped on that one. I don't know. Audra says, wow, awesome, cutting edge. Thanks, super tool, cool. Rick says, as a 30-year pro copywriter, I've got to give this a thumbs up for anyone who wants to get a great start on creating effective copy without having to pay an arm and a leg. Cool, thanks, Rick. Kevin says case studies can be created for $5. Just give it a try. I love that, Kevin. You're awesome. Sonia says suggestion on keyword training. I not off the top of my head, but we'll talk about that. Michael says, what funnel script would you use to write copy for a landing page based on the Facebook ad? Over here, we got webinar opt-in copy. We got your lead copy. We got the special offer script. So those would be good places to start. You got your long form sales letter, short sales letter. And if we need to create a specific opt-in, if we need to create a specific opt-in page script, we can do that. So it's a good question, Michael. Bridge says, I'll test it for sure this week. George says, had to pull over and say, great, genius, awesome. Saul says, Jim, we can still optimize for mobile directly from the ad manager or power editor, right? Yes, absolutely. You can do that. I mean, what I'm telling you is that this isn't going to spit it out ready to go in the shorter formats. Terry says, if you've saved your answers but want to go back in and edit some days later, how do you add back in the wizard? You open up your text file and you come up here to where it says variables you entered, and you just copy and paste them back into the form. That's the way you do it. If that's what's happened, then that's what you do. You're welcome, Bill. Terry says, thanks, great team. Rick says, t-shirt helps him become one of the cool kids. Cool. Diane says, would this work for one-on-one coaching? Sure. It's right here where it says the Speaker's Edge coaching. I'm going to make this one-on-one coaching right now. There we go. Speaker's Edge coaching, the one-on-one coaching that gets results. It is now one-on-one coaching. I'm not being a smart aleck either. That's what you do. Let's see. What's the next awesome script you're coming out with? I'm going to take a couple of days to this took 2 weeks, 2 solid weeks to put together. So it's not like I can just put them in. But thank you, Daniel. Can I still insert a graphic in the post? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. What script would you recommend for promoting live events? The one I would use right now for doing live events would probably be the webinar opt-in script for now. So, okay. Well, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Overall, everybody's seems pretty excited about it. Everybody's asking, hey, is this available right now? And if I hit refresh right here, if you look under advertising, we have the Facebook Newsfeed ad scripts. So if you come in and look over on the left-hand side, it's available under the advertising tab, and you'll be able to use it right away. So I think you'll get a lot of use over this, and I think that you guys will do great. And Lyndon says, thank you. This is just what I needed since I'm struggling with Facebook ad copy. Awesome. Okay, cool. You guys have a great day, and we will get this posted up in the training area, and we'll also add part of it as the training video right here on the page. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next month. Bye-bye, everybody.